do, 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 do. Question: can you hear me? I am concerned you might not be able to. Can you? Hello? Can you hear me? Anyone? Anyone? Am I? You can hear me. Okay, Lisa, you can hear me. Okay, yay! Okay, awesome. Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. Yay! Okay, I'm here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we have got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other. You have been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you are watching on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. So, all right. It is so, it's always good to see you, but this morning, well, let's just say a little while ago, it was time to get ready for the live stream. And it was like, oh no, don't make me stop doing the accounting I've been working on for 3 hours so I can go hang out with nice, funny people and do tarot readings. No, wait, don't make me go. So, yay, I'm here. All right. You know what? I'm kind of on a golden Art Nouveau kick. Let's just do that. No, I'm being drawn to Old Faithful. I'm being drawn to Old Faithful. We're Old Faithfuling today, whatever. I've been doing counting for 3 solid hours. My brain is melted, but here we are. All right. Dog. Oh, Amy Jones, thumbs high for autumn. Thank you. Ronald says, yay, Old Faithful. Yes. All right. So, boy, have we got you brought the question fuego, the fire. Let me start here. Oh boy, we're starting the Shady Vance. Wow, he actually found a new low. You'd think it wouldn't be possible, but he did. He managed. So 3 minutes in. Do you recall one of the dumbest political stories, one of the dumbest things recently in politics is coming out of Trump's face about Springfield Haitian refugees stealing people's pets for a snack? Do you remember that garbage? It's not true. The city controller came out and was like, and gave a press conference to explain, no, that's not happening here. It's not. The story, people think that the story actually started from, it's like an old story from years ago, and there was a woman who was mentally ill, severely mentally ill, and she was white. She was very, very mentally ill. And I guess she did something she shouldn't have done. And they arrested her. They took care of it. They found out about it. They were, but this was a long time ago. This was not now, and it was not an immigrant. So Trump starts spewing of bile out of his face like normal. And on the right, they start talking about this garbage. And we're like, yes, yes, all right, this too shall pass, but yeesh, yes, and oh, but I saw it on TV. I've seen the Transformers on TV too, but I don't think Optimus Prime can help me. I know. Are we doing this again? Because let's put you under the blanket because you're there you go. You have a blankie. Oh, you have a blankie. Yes, you do. No, 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 no. It's all right. I'm trying to get him to go elsewhere. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bell Book and Candle. So Alex is saying there have been BOMB threats. There have been, yeah. And by the way, I mentioned Optimus Prime because as I'm shuffling, what you want there? What you want? Mm-hmm. Just relax. Go up here. He's purring. He's purring. I need you to go here. There you go. Okay. I was just at the right particular age. I think I must have been, I don't know, somewhere around 10 when the Transformers first came out. You're a good boy, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And when they did the reboot in the 2000s, of course, I was an adult and, and there was a trailer came out and it was, chaos and destruction and all of this awfulness. And then you just heard Optimus Prime's voice. And there's this little part of me, little inner one of my, we all have these inner children. It's not even an inner child, it's inner children. And this little voice inside of me was like, oh, Optimus Prime is here. Everything's going to be okay. And I was like, what? What are you? Okay. Anyway, we could use Optimus Prime, and I'd much rather stop. My sweet, stop. Lay down. Yes. I'm trying. I really am. I'll just keep trying. Anyway, at 8:40. All right. So we know what's been going on with what Trump was saying and what's come out of his ugly face. And I don't mean physically ugly. I just mean everything about him is ugly. That his looks are the least of his problems. So there have been BOMB threats at City Hall, at schools, various places around Springfield. And so you think, okay, well, at least this will pass. They'll come up with some other stupid thing to say, whatever. But oh, no, wait. Okay. There have been school closures. It's been Springfield. They've been on social media explaining they're having school closures because of the threats against immigrant children. It's bad. It's bad. And J.D. Vance was asked about it as the schools were announcing all of this on social media. Vance said, we should keep talking about it every single day. We should never stop talking about it. It's not true. You know it's not true. And you're putting children at risk. Oh, but that's right. You love children. You love families. This guy is a bag of scum. Bag of scum. Scumbag. Rhonda Lynn says deflection from getting trounced in a debate. Cynthia Key says, hello, hate crime. Yeah. J.D. Vance, you are a disgrace. Yeah. We're Americans, and yeah, we're better than that. Apparently you aren't, but we are. And oh yeah, we're judging you. They're just living their lives. They're just, I'm sorry, I don't see, hey Vance, I don't see, I don't see a whole lot of native anything going on in your family tree. But so hate the immigrants, as long as your family got in. It's just vile. Just vile. We've got two cards in the middle, and that is he's feeling stressed because they're losing. He knows they're losing. He feels like he's supposed to go on the defensive, and he's just digging a bigger hole. Because he is as tone deaf as you can possibly get. He couldn't read a room to save his life. Sabine Winter says, these immigrants were needed for work in Springfield. Lisa Arnold says, the Haitian people have been through enough, leave them alone. Thank you. Look, one of the places I lived for a year and a half in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I lived in a townhouse, and the neighbors right there were Somali immigrants, and never made friends with them. Very insular. Just didn't talk. Occasionally, one of the kids would come look at the rose bush or something on my balcony, and other than that, they blocked me. They had a big family get together or something and blocked me in. One time I had to knock on the door and ask them if they could move their cars so I could get out and go to work. But I didn't say it in a horrible way. I wasn't like, "Arr, arr." So no, they didn't become my best buddies, but they had every right to be there. And they were just living their lives and raising their kids. And gosh, you don't have to. What is their problem? Anyway, J.D. Vance, I'm going to read. Okay, the 1425. Will Vance face repercussions? Oh, that is true, Amy Jones. The Walz debate with Vile Vance. Isn't there a question? Yes, number 4. We might have to jump to number 4. Lisa Arnold, at what point does the color of someone's skin or where they come from make them less human? Thank you. Vance. Vancy pants. He's so out of touch. And he's going to lose. That's all I'm getting. Just, he's on the defensive because he keeps putting his foot in his mouth. Open mouth, insert foot. But he's just, he made money. If the kid from a small town in Ohio who did good, which now he's doing anything but every day. Now he's doing bad every day. But he's moneyed and he knows people and he came up in the world. He had a glow up. And so good for you, good for your kids, but who cares? Just like it doesn't matter what your skin color is, doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank. It matters if you are a good person. But these people cannot wrap their narrow little minds around that. This is awful. He is awful. And this is all disappointment. And he's going to lose to Kamala Harris. And Trump is going to lose to Kamala Harris. She's going to be our next president. That's what I keep getting. And he can go whistle. And then go get some job in some... people who are on that far to the right, there's always some rich person somewhere willing to give them a job. But yeah, he's shown who he is. We know. All right. All right. We need to look at the debate. October 1st, I believe it is. That there at 17:15. Ooh, boy. 17:15. So both Nettie and P.D. Hellman asked about this. October 1st, Walz will be debating Vance on this is CBS. Will Walz bring up the comments about the cat lady obsession with Vance and all the other stupid stuff Vance said, like women staying in abusive relationships? I think that's pretty much a given. All right, how's it going to go? Tim Walz versus J.D. Vance in their only debate, the vice presidential debate, 2024. I'm trying to kind of pull some of my energy back so I'm don't want to be biased. Honestly, I don't want to be biased. What do the American people really want? Temperance. Peace. Some prosperity. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just some forward momentum. Decency. It's not much. Honestly, it's not much to ask. Whereas this jerk is out there. He was completely anti-Trump until, well, he could get some money and some power. So, little frisky jaunting along to follow after Trump. And you know how that's going to go for him? About like you'd expect. Hello, Tower Card. And then, well, we might do something for the American people. Maybe. I don't really know. I don't really know if we're doing anything for the American people because Trump doesn't talk to me. And I don't really want anybody to get any money other than me. That's their thinking. In this corner, decent, good man, Tim Walz. In the other corner, The villain of the day. Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. We want reasonableness. We want the Tim Walz of the world to be in charge. That's a bully. That's the plan, to stir up their base, and he's irrelevant. That's what I'm getting. I'd like to just say that Walz is going to wipe the floor with him, but the cards aren't. It doesn't even seem like a fair. I mean, we all know Walz is going into battle with going into a battle of wits with an unarmed man. But it's not even close. Matter of fact, Walz is going to come across as disgusting, is what I'm getting. So, okay. Nettie also was wondering, at 21 minutes in, will the Haitian community bring any kind of lawsuit against Dumpy and Vance over the lies about them, putting their lives at risk and putting their communities at risk? It's expensive. Aren't there any laws that would stop people from spreading the kind of malicious lies that bring on BOMB threats and all of this kind of stuff? I mean, aren't there already laws in place? I like that, Lisa. Lisa, I have a concept of a donation to the Trump campaign. There are no money cards here, but there's some real danger. Maybe Jones says there used to be laws against hate. There we go. There's some danger. Card for the Rings, 10 of Swords. Got the Tower. I do, however, have the Star and the World. This is an opportunity for Kamala Harris to come forward and talk about how vile this is, how wrong it is. And then she's in a place of strength. It feels like this will end. It will be there, and then Trump and Vance are just diminished, which is what hatred does. Hatred diminishes you and everything around you. So okay. Let's just move on to Jennifer's question at 23:30. Will Dumpy do any more debates? Because this one went so well. Have you heard Dumpy talking about how, well, like in a prize fight, the fighter who loses the fight always says they want a rematch right away. And that's what she did, because I won that debate in your dreams. So, Mr. I have the best words, Donald J. for Genius Trump, could actually debate with, can I debate again? I think even his handlers are like, there's the man. And I guess he might want to be aggressive, but he's increasingly walking away because, walking away from this, there's too much, there's like this wall building up against him. Happy Democrats, Queen of Queen of Swords by herself. Yeah, he's over here, she's over there. They're on opposite sides of the reading. If he does, he's going to lose, but you don't need me to tell you that. Yeah, he's over here, she's over there, and never the twain shall meet again. Whew. Anyway. All right, so Kat Pep Miller had a question. At 20, 25, 45, with the success of the vice president against Dumpy, that was awesome, in the debate, and Taylor Swift's endorsement, which was also awesome, will we see an increased red undertow along with our blue wave, meaning more Republicans voting for Harris? I guess a deep, deep purple wave? It feels like a lot of Republicans are just going to be, they're not going to vote. They're going to be like, whatever. Because chaos. And Trump's a fool. He's a chaotic fool. Magician. Women being held in, there's the men who took away some women's rights, and there's justice right in the middle, which means voting and happy women here. It's going to be this election is about women's votes, women voting. There's all kinds of feminine energy all over. So yeah, it feels like we are going to get some of the suburban Republican women. Which always just kind of frustrates me to talk about, because I live in the suburbs. I'm a woman. And you know how I'm voting. 2745. Okay. After Claude was asking after Trump's failure of the debate, and wasn't it glorious, showing how it was easy to manipulate him, are the Republicans starting to regret choosing him as their candidate? At this point, I don't think they feel like they have a choice. Once Trump proved that he could rile up the MAGA base, and that's how the Republicans could gain power. Once they got into bed with him, it went about as well as you'd think. Even Lindsey come out and say something about Trump's losing, or he lost the debate, or something, and now everybody's mad at him on that side. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about him. They don't want to talk about all of his legal cases. Adding insult to injury, but there's this base of power. Democrats doing well. Republicans hoping that the inflation or something will cause people to vote Republican, but it's not going to happen, because the inflation's not from monetary policy. It's not flooding the market with too many dollars. We're still dealing with inflation because of a pandemic and then corporate greed. And if you think, oh, you're being biased, it isn't about you're blaming this on corporate greed. Have you seen the stock market? Huge rise in the stock market based on earnings, based on profit. Funny that. Whew. All right. So Harper Lee has an interesting question. 3015. The American Journal of Psychiatry has said that high doses of drugs like Adderall and whatnot cause psychosis in many people, a break with reality, delusions, incoherency, and agitation. Who does that sound like? Is this what is wrong with Trump? Well, it certainly, his recreational, the stuff he's done for recreation has not exactly helped his health over the years. Brought to you, yeah, like a typical day for Trump. Yeah. Yeah. Psychosis in many people, a break with reality, delusions, incoherency, and agitation. Lisa Arnold says part of it. I would also like to point out, I keep saying I'm going to pull a couple of pieces of my old videos out as individual videos that people can watch or share. And when Donald came out that one day with red on his fingers, and people are like, oh, it's blisters and disease and all of this. And I think I made a pretty good argument that, no, you've got blood spatter. He had a nosebleed. And you could even tell it was on the left side because it was just right there. It was smeared here. And then there was one perfectly round drop here, which was where it fell. So you could tell it was a nosebleed, and you could even tell which side it was from. Anyway, don't do it. Seriously. I mean, I know I'm a fuddy-duddy. I don't drink. I don't smoke, and I don't even do what Adamant did. Then again, I don't know that anybody in the world has the stamina that Adamant had. But anyway, he had his own addiction. It wasn't drugs or alcohol. Anyway, I know I'm a fuddy-duddy, but seriously, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I wonder if, okay, entertainment only YouTube. But I really have to wonder if he's, over the years, there have been some points where it might be good. He might be lucky to be alive. Exactly, Dylan. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Anyway. Anyway. That's not good. And that is the card of addiction, for what it's worth. Paranoia. He already had, narcissism gives you paranoia anyway. But this feels like he's, over the years, there have been times where he should count his lucky stars. He's still topside. It's not helping. And it's not good. Valerie says dried out sinuses or high blood pressure. I don't think it's either. Honestly, I don't. My opinion. All right. Well, let me ask. Try not to influence it. Dumpy is the blood on Dumpy's hand. the nosebleed, which I believe it was a nosebleed. What was it caused by? Was it high blood pressure? Was it just dry sinuses? Or was it foreign substances? Alan says, Two of Pentacles, some instability there. Just a little. Thank you for pointing that out, though. You're talking about instability? I mean, he doesn't take care of himself, but that's the first card, and it's the closest thing I've got to a health card. Some high blood pressure. He creates his own stress, but in order to do all the attacking and be the alpha male, whatever, he doesn't have the energy for it. Let's put it that way. What I'm in a lot of like mysteries and what have you, they say follow the money. Well, with this one, I would say the question is, how is Trump able to function, do more than most people his age, than most of these other politicians his age, to do so much more, to seem up and going and up and going? Considering how he eats, how he goes out on a golf course, but he goes around in a golf cart. He's basically just standing around cheating, from everybody's what people have reported who've played golf with him. Chris Cole talking about weak nasal capillaries, worn down. Yep. Also, that was a page card, and traditionally certain. Let's put it this way: there are people out there who are, let's say, I'm not saying it's Trump, but I'm saying that there are some people out there who are getting their fix by taking their kids Adderall. You have to fight. You've got to argue. You've got to, very, very dodgy. But he's got to keep up this facade, and he's a rotten old man. None of us are getting any younger, but and there are people older than him I wouldn't call. There are human beings older than him I wouldn't call old. You know what I mean? So yeah. Mina says, I'm helpless without my Adderall, but I take half a dose. No. You've been prescribed. Whole different thing. True, Bratu, not to mention drugs eat holes in our auras, creating dark patches. Yeah, they do. Yep. Hang on, is this the right one? There we go. Yeah, people who are on stuff, their energy, their aura, it gets this horrible artificial. I wouldn't say it's medicinal. It's just this artificial chemical ickiness to it. So, whew, okay. At 3940, Cheryl James Warren. 39. So Trump continues to promote conspiracy theories. Is he clinically insane or just crazy like a fox? Fair question. propagating for promotion or seeking lighter senile? No, he's not seeking. I've never picked up him going for an insanity plea or senile anything. His narcissism will not allow it. He cannot look weak. He cannot. But is it calculated, or is he like when he was like during the debate when he was like, well, I saw it on TV. Is he that stupid, or is he crazy like a fox? Dave says Trump can't hide his innermost horrible self from the people anymore. Exactly. Old Silver says he believes he's special. Oh, heck yeah, he does. And the weird thing is, but believe it or not, I think Ivana's worse. No, Ivanka. I think Ivanka's worse. Honestly. Well, it's something to talk about. He's big on hyperbole in the first place, and exaggeration. He's just being called out on it more. But this is the messenger, and he feels like just a tiny little nothing with a delicate blown glass sense of self. So make it big. The more he talks big, the bigger he feels. And stir things up, which he thinks makes him look powerful. Yeah, isn't it great? He gets money from it. This is his job. Stir the garbage. Stir the garbage. Stir it up. Stir it up. Stir it up. Because he's small and pathetic. Which would be sad if he wasn't so deeply vile. So nobody needs to ever apologize for having attention deficit disorder. Ever. You never need to apologize for that. Not around here. No. No, my problem is people who were not prescribed using other people's prescriptions for funsies. That's my problem. So, yeah. Oh dear. That's a question. Hollywood is asking what color is Trump's aura? All right. Okay. Oh, okay. At 43. What color is Trump's? I have told this story before. That I believe I have actually seen an aura twice in my life. Not just getting a sense of it or a mental image, but actually physically saw. And one of it was when my black cat Nick was sitting in the family room of the house we were living in. And I looked over at Nick and I saw it looked like almost like red lightning. It was going up and down around him. I was like, what the heck? What is he looking at? And I went and I leaned way over. He was looking at a bird who was on the porch. He was right in front of the glass door. Red lightning. The only time I physically believe I saw an aura around a person, I mean, other than just like the shapes, I actually saw a color, was when I was in college. And we had this arrogant, stupidly arrogant, stupidly arrogant English professor who he had a half-hour show on the local NPR station, radio station, don't you know? He was special. And he was so full of himself, and he would stand up there and he would like rattle off a part of a famous poem or a part of a scene of something, and then he would stand there and he wouldn't go on until we all applauded. You can pretty much guess what I think of this man. But as he was walking back and forth and blathering and blathering and blathering, I was looking at him and it was like, oh, wait, ick. Because when you are very much up in your head and you're thinking, you get this yellow glow around your head. But with him, it was, as he was walking, it was trailing off his shoulders. It was this gross, it was a gross color, and it was like cigarette, like heavy cigarette smoke. It was like trailing off his shoulder as he was walking back and forth. And you know how you get on the insides of smokers' homes, you get that horrible color from the smoke and the nicotine and the stuff. It was like that. And it was like, oh, and I'm paying for this class? Really? Ew. Oh, there wasn't anything attached to him, to be honest, Beth, gunk. I think that's the way to describe it. He was so up in his head, but it was so selfish. It was so self-centered. It was all me. I'm so special. My brain is so special. And it was just this grossness, like clinging to him. But thank you, Dylan. Thank you. All right, so let me see what I can pick up, because I don't look. All right, you don't need me to tell you. You definitely got some picture of Dorian Gray situation going on, and that's the thing. Because if people are super corrupt and awful, if you believe in a collective energy, that we are energy, that we can sense each other's energy, that we can go into each other's energy, really, really awful, heinous people would think twice, because you can look perfectly put together on the outside physically, but you can't hide the negativity, the grossness, the patchy gunk in your aura if you live on this super low vibration and you're constantly putting out anger and hatred and belittling other people and all of that. You can't get, well, that plus the fact that he's not drawing down any positive energy. Or you can also draw positive energy up from the earth. But you'd have to believe in something bigger than your own ego. And he doesn't. So there's never anything cleaning or clearing his aura. I feel very blessed that I've been told by people who have asked for, I have paid for people to clean my aura. I don't offer that service, but I will pay other readers to do it. And they tell me that often the gunk in my, because everybody has some gunk in their aura, any gunk in my aura, it's like down around my feet, because I make a practice of trying to pull energy down throughout the day, and it helps clear things out. So yeah, his aura it's a cesspool. Our energy clings to things in the first place. The energy we just give off. That's why you get these buildup on. It's like a buildup on the walls, like a weird insulation, and then you sage, or you use something to dissolve that, to clear your space. But I'm also getting a mental image of this is a cliche. I'm getting a mental image of a young boy in a very, very empty space crying. Anybody who's had PTSD or has gone through EMDR therapy, you know that when you go through some kind of sign of trauma, your brain kind of isolates that little node of memory, but it can't do it well enough, so it leaks out, but it tries. And there are parts of us that are like, you have to go in and try to connect with that part of you that was traumatized, and you have to bring in the power of your maturity and what you know now, and you have to mentally, just like as if you're going to protect that part of you, all this kind of stuff. He could use a ton of therapy. He really could. But it's picture the painting of Dorian Gray at the end of the movie. It's patchy, it's gray, it's like this dark brown. You get these misshapen like clumps of energy that aren't, it isn't this lovely fog, that kind of energy. It's clumpy and awful. Marianne Coates says, your aura is an artifact of the energy you project. He only tries to take it in. He has so dimmed the light function that only phantom wisps of low energy attend around him. I like that. I like how you put that. Old Silver says, sludge, rancid oil. Yeah. He lashes out. And that's the thing, your aura will act as well. There is a what are the books? The workbooks. They're big. I thought I had them right there. It's like Workers of Light, or anyway, inside this book, a woman who was very well versed in healing and all of this. There's this great page in that book where she draws like a person figure, and then the aura around them, and how it changes shape. Like if you start to disassociate, like I'm not here, it's like your energy gets this weird like reaching, like tendril, like I'm not here. If somebody is angry, it's almost like their aura, they like turns into spikes to push people away. Hands of Light. Thank you, Civ Tapper. Thank you. Yes, Hands of Light. That was it. Great book. Great book. So, and you can tell people who are depressed, their energy is like shrinks in on them, and yeah. But his it just lashes out just randomly. It's very chaotic, almost like it has a mind of its own. Ugh. But anybody who tries to blame it on, oh, he's possessed, or oh, he has these spirits making him do these things. No, no, he did this to himself. Absolutely did this to himself. These are his choices. Really, these are his choices. So don't cry for him, Argentina. So I hope that helped. But ugh. Ugh. Phew. Well, Silver says, I like radiating different chakra colors meditating. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Silvana is asking, can you read if Donald's soul may be linked to Adolf? No, he's not. No, he's his own. He wishes. No, he's small and pathetic, and no, he's his own brand of pathetic, loser, stupid. Yeah. So, all right. What else do we have time for? Oh my gosh, Laura Loomer. There's been a lot of talk about Laura. Is it Laura Loomer? She's vile, and she's been saying vile things. And under the heading in the description box of nasty people, I get the feeling we should read on her. Yep, that's her. Laura Loomer. Holly in France. Hello. Looney Loomer. There we go. Oh, Danny, I wouldn't look at that. Woo. You look. We all know, if I was really out for the money, I wouldn't be doing this every day. This is no way to get rich. Trust me. But let me tell you, no way am I getting paid enough to want to look at Donnie's intimate life. There's not enough Earl Grey in the world. Forget China, in the whole world. Anyway, Sylvana says, I think Laura wants to be wife number 4. I'm still surprised we have not heard about the heinous things Trump did. He didn't win the presidency and suddenly become as pure as the driven snow. Never to harm or think about cheating or harm another woman ever again. I'm not buying it. No. Hang on, there was something in the chat. Did somebody say that she just outed Lindsey Graham? Don't out people. Don't tell people they're gay. Don't tell people what their orientation is. Don't out anybody. It's just wrong. David is saying, yes, she did. Oh, geez. That's wrong. Lady Eva, yeah, she and MTG are having a verbal war. I heard something about that. Laura Loomer. I'm getting a small vicious little animal. Oh, lovely. Tam is saying about her aura's nasty. It's small. Small and mean. We didn't hear much about her for quite a while. and she was kind of on the outs, but she's trying to find her way back in. She's managed to weasel her way into Trump world. No offense to weasels. Joanne Smith says, Loomer said MTG is jealous because MTG didn't get the VP job. Well, if they want to fight each other verbally, no violence. If they want to argue with each other and call each other names, I got popcorn. I got plenty. Go ahead. As long as they're spewing their vile at each other, not other people. So, yeah, founder, woohoo. Dick. Also, I don't know how to put that. It's a daytime show. Ugh. What's going to happen to her? Well, if you get on Trump's good side, you don't stay there. Nobody stays there. Beth says, it's time for Boo Boos and Katie to come around for a break. Tam said, got it, but gross. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Alexa says, I'm a Christian woman, but I'm okay with people love who they want to love. I support everybody's right to love. Bless you. Oh, okay. Carmen, we don't, yeah, let's not. Let's just, Whew. And like I said, nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting paid enough to won't even think about that. Oh, she's just, this is very exciting. Sitting pretty. She's going to try to benefit from this and go after the libs. Here's the thing. She is extreme. And all of the bad stuff she has said and done and what have you, it will be thrown back in her face constantly. But she's thinking, this is my ticket. Yeah, right up until Trump loses, he starts getting sentenced. He loses more court cases. She's got her trunk. She's got her new outfit from Paris, and she's getting on the Trump-tanic. Bon voyage. Okay. Whew. Well, good luck. Well, or luck or whatever. Bye. Anyway, all right. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. But thank you for being here. It's 1:20 p.m. here in Chicago at 3 o'clock. Sarah and I will both be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Carve some time out of your day to move toward your own dreams. Be productive. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. So thank you. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. So hang in there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.